Welcome out to the roast of Bryce Ungrad, everybody. I actually thought about that for a second, and I'm like, why don't we write some jokes for like all the locations? So here we go. 4th Street. Thanks for not having a brawl in 2 weeks. Great job. Good job, everybody. Trucks. Thanks for maintaining a team of 1. Mike Sheets. All we keep doing to Mike Sheets is selling his trucks and cutting his team. He's down to 1 truck and 1 person right now. Clintonville. Round of applause for it still being open. I know. I think it's still open. I don't know. Brandon's still getting paid, so something's going on up there. Brendan. Yeah, I know. High and Vine, congrats on being open a full week. Great job. Great job, everybody. Shaq, congratulations on putting Pies and Pints out of business. Julep is next. Venues. I didn't really have a joke for the venues, but congrats on having the swaggiest manager. All right? Yeah, I want your glasses, man. Let's see, delivery. It's actually weird. We stopped paying Border like 2 months ago. It was a glitch in payroll. We had to move his desk to the basement. We took his stapler away. He still shows up. It's great. Round of applause. Delivery. Good job. Sacred Palm. Sacred Palm. Team of 2, 3. Congratulations on having every piece of glassware stolen in one single night. So you guys are serving drinks out of paper cups at this point. Great job. All right, well, everybody, welcome out. Thank you for taking some time to be here with us today. These are always like my favorite times of the year when we all get together and I get to tell all of you amazing people how amazing you are. So first things first, I want the GMs to stand up real fast. Stand on up, GMs. You don't have to clap for them. I just told them to stand up. Office people stand up too. Now keep standing, GMs. Keep standing, office people. Again, you don't have to clap. Here's the deal. Office people, GMs, I want you guys to look around at every Piesan that is seated right now. And I want you to clap for them, because without them, you wouldn't have a job right now. So keep standing, keep clapping. This is for everybody. If you've been working long nights, stand up and clap. This is Piesans too. If you guys have been working long hours, stand up and clap. If you've worked early mornings, stand up and clap. If you've worked a double lately, stand up and clap. If you've worked a clopin, you can do it again. And if you do it again for the rest of your pizza family on your team, big round of applause for them out there. You guys truly make this thing what it is with a heartbeat, so thanks. And I see a lot of those tired, winky eyes like, dude, why are you making us stand and clap? Say your shit, get off the stage, let us go drink. I know, I get it. So anyway, thanks again. Like I said, you guys really make this company what it is. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all you guys. So thank you, million thank yous. So I've been thinking a lot about 2018. A lot of ups and a lot of downs in 2018. But I want to talk first about the ups, because those are way more fun to talk about. I usually start these things with like the awards that we've won over the year, because we do tend to win a lot of decent awards, like the best pizza truck, best traditional pizza, the best late night eats. But those are all nice. We won those. We've won them over the years. Super flattering. But I think there's a couple of real awards and like real marks that I'm really a lot more proud of. And that would be these couple of facts. That right now on your team, your Piesans make up 40% women. So how about a round of applause for that? Now, that's about industry standards, or that's industry average rather, so I think we can do a lot better than that. So in 2019, that's gonna be one of our goals. Let's get that to like 50 or 60%, all right? 20% of the people that you're sitting around you right now, and the people that you work with, are persons of color. So clap for that. That's way above the average. Another 20% of the people that you work with that are in this room today are identifying as LGBTQ, and that's way above industry standards. Guys, that's 80% of the entire company, all right? Literally 80%. And that is our real award. So, and that's not an accident either, all right? That's a deliberate effort to make this company look a lot more like the rest of America, to make it look like your friend groups, your families, and your groups. So, another round of applause for that one. I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud of that. You should be too. This year, we've hired 99 people in 2018. That's crazy. Right? Shandy is exhausted. Shandy's getting a vacation as soon as I'm done talking here. So let's talk pizza for a second. I like to frame these talks generally in about 3 sections. Where we've been, where we're going, and how we're going to get there, and most importantly, what that means to everybody here. So we're going to kind of start with where we've been. Like I said, 2018 had its ups and downs. I think our biggest accomplishment, though, is getting High and Vine open. That truly is something I'm exceptionally proud of. It wasn't the smoothest thing that we've ever done, but we learned a lot, and isn't that place beautiful? Yeah. Right? It's something, like I said, I'm super, super proud of. What else happened in 18? We implemented an incredible amount of technology. So you guys have been there. You've seen Jolt, you've seen QSR, you've seen Revel, you've seen electronic gift cards, you've seen Happy or Not, you've seen Thanks, you've seen others. All right, these are just the things, the pieces of technology that we've incorporated in the last year that have probably made your lives a little bit harder at first, but are definitely going to make 2019 and beyond way smoother. These are all pieces that are meant to make this thing work better, right? So thanks for putting up with all those. So last year, during 2018, like I said, it was a growth year for us, all right? We asked ourselves a really simple question. And that question was, what does the pizza shop of the 21st century look like? And to answer that, we really had to look inside and decide that, we're really not a pizza shop. What we might sell is pizza, but we're a lot of things before we're a pizza shop, right? We're a company that sells experience, right? I like to say that anybody can sell pizza. If you walk out this door and walk any direction in about 10 minutes, you'll find somebody that's going to sell you pizza. So it doesn't really matter that we sell pizza. I think we have exceptionally good pizza, but it's not what really brings here. It's not what makes us different, all right? We're an experience company, like I said first. We're a destination company. We're a guest reaction company. We're a content company, all right? Those are all the things we do before we're a pizza company. And most importantly, we're a people-first company, all right? So I like to think that pizza is kind of like the last thing we do. Because if you think about it, when someone decides to come to Late Night Slice, pizza is the last thing they get. They have to be encouraged by, say, maybe looking at our social media, looking at those funny videos we produce. They have to be reminded that, hey, we actually exist. When they come here, they have to be enticed by the outside of the building. They have to come through. They have to look at all the pizza. They have to have a great guest experience and an interaction. And then at the very end, they get pizza and then they leave. So pizza really is one of the last things we do. And that's what makes us different. It's everything that we do before the customer gets their hand on that pizza. It all reflects back to these couple of things up here, and I promise I'll go through these very quick. You've had a chance to read them. All right, these things, our mission, vision, and values, are the lenses, all right, that we make every decision through. So, I know. They're all going to be crying here in about 10 minutes. Let us go. So anyway, I'm going to start up with the mission. It's mission at Late Night Slice to create and maintain a culture based around raving fans, dedicated employees, quality food. We are all welcome. All are welcome to experience our shops, as our shops will be an experience to visit. We'll be a loyal partner to our communities and a fierce defender of what's right. One human family, pizza for all. All right, that is our main guiding principle. All right, we do everything that we do. We kind of look through that lens. Our vision is to make Late Night Slice the most recognized destination pizza by the slice restaurant in the country and beyond. Pretty simple. We just want to make this thing the best it absolutely can be. The experience, the destination of coming to get pizza. Values. These are cool too. One human family. Our community is our family and our family is our community. We'll treat every Piesan and guest with fairness and respect. We'll foster and maintain a no ceilings policy and will not grow faster than we grow our people. We'll celebrate the individual and take people as they are. We'll be focused on the Piesan experience and never forget we're a people company first. That one I love. Pay, eat, leave. You guys have seen this one before. We actually had this way before we had something written about it. It was always there kind of in the background, and we adopted it to describe the experience of Late Night Slice. It goes, the experience is everything. Without it, we are just a pizza shop. Our products, flavors, design, marketing, and voice will create a guest experience that is unique, fun, and worth telling people about. We will be brand-led, morally sound, and design-focused, and we will create trends, not follow them. We will embrace change, because change is progress, and progress is growth. Finally, no squares. Who here has ever cut a pizza in squares? Put your hands down.
Not really.
Never admit that. It says our products will not be dull, conventional, or out of touch with current trends. We will encourage expression from our Piesans, and we will never cut our pizza into squares. That was one of those things we adopted way, way, way back in the day. We'll cut it in as many little slivers as you want, but we don't cut it into squares, because we're not square. So, let's chat for a second about where we're going. So this year is going to mark the 10-year anniversary of Late Night Slice, right? That's crazy. 10 years. Like, that's crazy. We've been slinging pie for 10 years now. Over those 10 years, we've tried a lot. We've tried practically everything there is to try to serve pizza in or out of or through. Those of you who have been around the longest, you've known. We've tried to sell pizza out of practically anything in Columbus. Right now, we're pretty laser focused on what we're going to grow with. And those are the concepts that you're sitting above right now, the 4th Street and the High and Vine concept. Those are the things that we know are going to be a part of what we take to the next markets and other places here in Columbus. We're laser focused on that. Those things are just, they work well, they're pretty, and they're attractive, right? So we got some other really incredible plans for 2019. But here's the thing, in 2019, we're not going to add any locations. Here's the thing, there's going to be plenty of growth though. So you can grow in 2 ways. One is by adding locations. So that's called like external growth, right? We just got done opening High and Vine. And in about 2 months, or about a month or so, we're going to be opening our first out-of-market place. That's in Cincinnati. And I can't wait for you guys to see that. That's going to be a Late Night Slice and an Oddfellows. We're about like 85% of the way done with it right now. It's looking so good down there. I can't wait to take you all on a bus to show you how cool that place looks. And we'll talk about that here in just a second. So, what we're also going to be doing is working on our internal growth. All right, those are our systems, our processes, our culture, our experience, and generally just running a better company. So why aren't we adding any locations in 2019? Really simple. We want to make sure High and Vine and Cincinnati are running as absolutely optimal as they can be. We want to put as much attention as those things need to make sure that those 2 locations and the rest of everything is running absolutely fantastic. So we're going to spend this year in 19, setting up for another growth spurt in 2020, but 19 is all going to be about running a better business and making sure the places that we just opened up and everything that's existing is running as best that it can be. That's internal growth, and that's going to be a really big focus. So how are we going to get there? Handful of initiatives that I'm really, really excited about. One is our hierarchy chart, and one of the things that we've kind of struggled with over the years has been a clear ladder for you guys to know exactly how to grow in the company. And so in the last couple of months, we put a lot of effort into growing what we call our hierarchy chart. And it's in kind of rough draft form right now, and I'm just gonna go through just the very, very basics of this thing. What this chart is meant to do, and it's gonna be hanging up, and we're gonna make videos about it, you guys will see. You'll probably be tired of hearing about this in like 2 months. So that tells you a roadmap of exactly how to get from first day hire to being a GM in this company. It spells it out, and it's a 1-page thing. It goes through basically everything you need to go through and the next steps to get to grow in the company. It's exceptionally black and white, and I can't wait to tell you guys about it. It starts with things that are non-negotiable. Before you even start the job, these are the things you should have. It then goes into the basics. If you do nothing else on your shift, if you execute these 6 things, you've nailed a shift. Then it goes into the systems. After you've mastered the basics, you start mastering the systems, and there's about 6 or 7 of those systems. Stuff like your POS system, knowing your PARs, the technology, the music and lighting. After you do that, after you graduate from those things, you start working into the flow. All right, the flow is when you have like intimate knowledge of the restaurant, and there's about 6 or 7 things to learn and master there too. After that, you become a teacher, and that's when you can qualify to start rising up that ladder of management in here. This is so simple, I can't wait for you guys to see it, because it's gonna tell you exactly how to get to that next step in the company. We're also gonna work relentlessly, and this is probably the thing I'm most excited about, guys, and we're gonna work relentlessly in 2019 on our culture. That's internal and external. So I would argue that our external culture, or what our guests experience, is actually pretty tight. To be a little candid, I think and this is a thing where I might have let you guys down a little bit. I don't think I've done a very good job of making the internal culture of the company the best it can be. So that weighs on me a lot, and that's gonna be our biggest focus in 2019, is making this place the absolute best place to work in Columbus. So I'm really excited about some of the things we have planned. Yeah, oh, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. It's actually our big goal this year, or my big goal anyway, is to be recognized as one of Columbus's best place to work in 2019. And I promise you, we're going to work relentlessly on making that happen. All right, that's my one goal this year, is making this the best place to work. A couple of ways we're going to do that. First, we're going to change our language a little bit. Paisans, they say, culture starts with two things: language and history. So we're going to change the language we use a little bit. Even our mission statement still says employees. You guys are Paisans, all right? Everybody that we call in the office, everybody that, our vendors and everything, we're going to change those names to fit something a little bit more forward-thinking, because I like to think of ourselves as a more forward-thinking company. We're not going to train anybody anymore, all right? You train dogs, all right? We don't train people, all right? We develop people. Elena's going to be in charge of development now. We're going to start things like history. How many of you know how we started? Not enough, all right? That's one of those things that we probably started doing, I don't know, I made some videos a little while ago, and I kind of forget that, once we make a video and put it out there, that after a few months, there's new faces. So we got to start telling that story a lot. All right, we have a really, really good story. It started on pedicabs with Jason and I. And it kind of grew from a shack that was crushed by a 45-foot shipping container years ago. And we started in that little 45-foot shack. This stage is bigger than where we started. No shit. We started in that shack, and it was 7 feet by 20 feet. And we were slinging other people's pizza. What else? That was a lot of fun. Trust me, we did all of this. We did all of the stuff that we're asking you guys to do way early on. We're going to do stuff like company happy hours, all right? Stuff we wanted to do for a long time, we've just never done it. Pizza Field Trip Fridays. Those are going to be something that we used to do in the office. Do you guys remember Pizza Field Trip Fridays, some of you?
No.
Cool. Here's what those were. So for like a half a year, every Friday, we'd put everybody in a van, and we'd go out to a different pizza shop here in Columbus, and we'd eat pizza, and we'd talk about it, and we'd just have fun being together, talking about pizza in somebody else's shop. It was awesome. We're gonna bring those back. So once a month, we're gonna get a bus or a little van, 15 passenger or something. We're gonna get people to sign up, and we're gonna go eat pizza and talk and be friends. Pizza Field Trip Fridays. They were a blast. And this, like I said, all leads to one ambitious goal. I have a lot of other things planned, but I don't want to bore you with them right now, guys. To make this one of the best places to work. So what does that mean for you guys? So there are two groups of people in here, and I'm aware of the two groups of people. The one group of people is probably here with us for a rather limited time, as in you don't have any plans to make pizza a career. That's okay. We need you too. My advice is that in the time that we are going to share together, let's learn as much as we can from each other, and then when you guys are ready to move on to that next chapter in your lives, let us help you. All right, we want to set you guys up for success to move on to that next chapter in your lives. The other group of people is the people that are thinking that this might be a career. And what I say to you guys is, come join us. You're in the right place. The sky's the limit here. We might not be adding locations next year, but what we're doing is setting ourselves up for the next year in 2020 to add 2 or 3 more. And those are going to be all over. The sky is the limit. Let's do this together. I have a quote that I think sums this up, and then it's going to sum up my time here. Quote goes like this. If you want to come be a part of our culture, you will feed off of our success, whether you stay or whether you go. Either way, you will look at our organization as an entity that aided in your success. If you prefer to grow within the organization and become a senior executive one day, then stay here. If you move on to something new, you will still get the same level of attention, education, and nurturing. That resonated a lot with me because that's how I feel about it. That's my piece. Thank you guys for being here. We got a lot more planned for the day. Thank you for being you, and thank you for making this thing is what it is. So, cheers everybody.